Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Switch it, hey. Gun. Get him.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
6-man. We're going to 53.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Under.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Alert! Watch the safety. Shadow. Motion, I got one. He's moving, boys, he's moving. Out. Rip.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, wait, that 380. Mike's by 4. All day, just like that. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
24-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch right. Watch right. Here we go, 47. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Second and 12.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
So don't say nothing.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Mike, 45. Hey, they scared. They scared. He's crashing. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't it? Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Right there. Hurt. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Crunch. Check. Hurt. Alert flare.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first
better.
drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mike, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Hey, check it.
Good. Watch the twist. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirror. Full strength.
To throw again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Mike, 45. Here go 46. Silver. 46. 45. 45. Mike, 45.
Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
The 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Brady now to throw. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Jamal Sheard on the stop. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
At the 40-yard line.
Ooh, baby! Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brady's throw there complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. Sugar. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, watch the leg.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch twist.
Hey, Alabama.
You got tape.
Ozzie.
From the gun, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Joker.
Ozzie. 72.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 56.
They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keyshawn Vaughn. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Buccaneers 7.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got them.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 45's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Then we're going to 53. Watch twist.
Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Watch tight, tight.
Go. Get out there. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80. SOS. Whittington.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for Michael.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Hey, kill.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
4 down.
Switch it. Hey.
You do. Don't let 80
Here we go. 46. Whittington.
Prescott now. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the slap.
Throwing again. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back them out of field goal range. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set to kick off. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Kill. Sponge. No.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. Wide in.
Check Mike 45. Coming to you. 45 is the mark.
We're going to 53.
I'm coming.
What do you think?
Tight dog.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. 55's mine, guys. 55. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
90 is a Mike. Let's get it.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
You think you gonna get this? They're going to 53.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
2nd and 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. 90 is a Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Looking to throw. Elliott sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Hey, Alabama.
Mike 54.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Check.
53, Linda.
Check hot route.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
72.
It's going to be a long day.
From the gun, Brady. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Wait, set. Easy. 380.
Here we go, D.
Brady to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Number 47. Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Cowboys 24. Buccaneers 14.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Switch.
Hey, check that. Street.
Come on, switch it. Kill.
He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
47. Hey, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Cowboys 31.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Wait, set. 380.
Right
Alert.
Mike. Oh, watch one. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Let's go. Alert.
Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Brady to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ready? Slam. Check.
Now Brady. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Watch the curl. Let's get the ball. 90 isn't Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing here, Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We own them.
90 is a mic. I don't think you got it.
Here we go, 47.
90 is a mic.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
90 is a mic.
Then we're going to 53.
Check three, check three.
26.
Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down.
And 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Switch.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide 80. 26.
Prescott to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for down.